I was 55 years old, claiming to be youth. And I'm still in denial. That's one aspect, but before I get to that, I want to get to the pernicious myth that is propagated about our people and our struggle. And that is that you can't organize people who are hungry. You gotta give them something to eat. You gotta solve their material problem. You gotta address their material condition. So I'm gonna give you a news flash. You can't feed the people.
Right.
Only the people can feed the people. The problem is making the people understand that they have the power to solve their own problem. And we need to fight against this idea because this is meant to demobilize us,
Yeah.
right? It's meant to deplete our resources, giving people 2 pieces of sandwich and a slice of pizza, right? That's $150 I could have spent on paper for my flyers, right? So we have to be careful. We're not in the business of charity. That's A. Second thing, students. Now, I was a student organizer, so the things I'm going to tell you is a little old, but I'm hoping that there's some lessons in it that are applicable to your circumstances and conditions. We approached the campus with a perspective. Well, first of all, we understood that in order to address the ideological confusion that's caused by our enemies, is that we have to have a revolutionary intelligentsia. Now, the revolutionary intelligentsia is not a group of people that are just sitting somewhere waiting for you to come and find them. This is something you have to create, something you have to build, right? And the purpose for this revolutionary intelligentsia is you're going to get some people to help you go get the people. Right? There's too few of us. So we gotta multiply our ranks with people who are conscious, who understand our ideology, who understand our objectives and everything, and bring them together into a fighting force and then direct them at the other sectors of our population. So this is our objective, right? On the college campus. Right. Now, you never know who the progressive people are. You have to cast a wide net. Because I sit up here talking to her and talking to her and talking to her, and she ain't paying me no damn mind. But this person is listening. This person is paying attention. This person has developed to the point where they're ready to enter into the revolutionary process. And what I'm saying to her might be those words he needs to hear. All right? So, on the college campus, we had a strategy called 100% saturation. Right? When we first came on the campus, we realized that African people don't know who the hell they are. They think they black and colored and Negro and Afro-American and nigger, I can say it. And all kind of other stuff. Right? So we decided to put the word of Africa on everybody's lips. Even if they was against it, they was talking about it. They used to say when they saw us coming, oh, here come them people talking about Africa again. After a while, they start saying, here come them Africans. Right? So, 100% saturation, what does that mean? And I'll take Howard University, even though I'm a little ashamed of them right now. But that was my campus, right? 10,000 students. Right? So we distributed 10,000 educational brochures every month at Howard University campus. Every single room in every single dorm. Right? We found out that and this is still the case, in every dormitory, on every campus, there's a student activities room that nobody uses for anything. Right? Once they get you used to you coming up there, knocking on their door every week, and you gotta do it every week. If you say you come in on Tuesdays, you gotta be there every Tuesday. And you go in there and you distribute your information, and eventually you can get them people in that dorm down into that student activities room. You do that on all of the dorms. And once you got it going on 3 or 4 dorms, then you can have an event that includes the whole campus. And they're gonna come from the dorms into your activity. All of this is based on 100% saturation and permanent persistence. Every time you see me as, hey African, what you doing African? You fighting for your people yet? Are you still wasting your time? It's permanent struggle. I can give you a perfect example too. Because yesterday, jihad pissed me off. Right here, in this very seat.
I felt it.
And before he could leave here today, he had to come and give me a hug. That's my best friend now. It's from ideological struggle. You know, and then we talked about it last night, because I told him he pissed me off. And we talked about it. And ideologically, we came to understand that, in fact, the two of us combined made a really dynamic presentation. And the tension of him taking up all the time just made it that much more interesting. So these are the lessons we as student organizers learned. And there's one other part to this that you really have to understand, right? In order to pass out them 10,000 flyers 3 months, every month, right? You gotta have 10,000 flyer money every month. You have to write something every month. You have to lay it out and design it every month. You have to reproduce it every month. You have to distribute it among your members every month, and they have to have a targeted place to distribute what you give them every month. And then after it's over, you gotta go back to their dorm room and make sure they didn't put that shit under their bed. Right? This is saying to you that the process of organizing yourself to saturate that campus with the ideas that you have is the same as the process of building a revolutionary organization. There is no difference. You learn to be a revolutionary in the work of making a revolution, right? And these things seem insignificant, but they're not. Why do I want you to pass out those flyers every day? Because I want you to talk to somebody. It don't matter what's on the flyer. It matters that you're interacting with human beings and you're exchanging ideas, right? This is the point. After a while, when you do this over and over and over and over again, and I think each one of y'all need to do about, I think 4,000 to 5,000 one-on-ones before it kicks in. And then this crazy thing happens. Instead of you passing out propaganda, you become propaganda. Every time they see you, they see the movement. Every time you open their mouth, here they go again. This is the process, all right? This is the process. Now you got other tools that I never had, you know? You got social media, you got email, you got WhatsApp, you got tools at your disposal, and you have skills that we need inside of our movement, you know? But the aims and objectives are the same. The only thing changes the tactics that you use to achieve those aims and objectives.